Onto the Golden Globes.
Yes.
Normally we don't cover award shows, but I've seen a lot of talk about the Golden Globes, so I was really curious to have a look at what had happened.
Yeah, I mean, we
Um,
touch on the Oscars sometimes because that is the
yeah,
big one, and the Game Awards because obviously we're really into our gaming. But yeah, we don't really touch on many other award shows often.
yeah, exactly. Um, so I thought we'd just talk about some of the big awards. I've not gone through all the awards.
Yeah.
Um, and just talk about who won. Is there any drama about who won?
Mm.
What I will say is apparently the host was just terrible.
Yeah, whoever the comedian guy
Yeah,
host.
so it's really funny. I'd never heard of this guy.
Nope.
I wake up in the morning, see him getting panned on Twitter for just being horrific,
Yeah.
and then I get an email from O2 later that day going, "Oh, this comedian's on tour soon," and I was just like, "This is not the selling point you think it is."
all I saw was like I was seeing obviously the next morning like who'd won things and like and obviously I've spoken about the Bear a few times on the
Yeah,
podcast. So we're seeing stuff about them winning different things and that. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Then I just see like the memes of the crowd looking just disappointed. And I'm like, what has happened? And it's like I click on like the blue text on TikTok and it's like so and so's joke. And it's just like, yeah, this guy's no good.
I'm not saying we're particularly funny or potentially even entertaining. I reckon we could have done a better job hosting it than he did.
True. Do you know what I think? Ever since Ricky Gervais rinsed celebrities when he hosted, was it the Oscars?
I think it was the Oscars.
I feel like comedians try and copy what he did, but
That was
aren't
also
good
the
at it.
last time Ricky Gervais was funny.
Yeah,
So, I mean, what did we give up for that?
true.
Um, so anyway, let's get into some awards and
Yes,
talk
let's.
about them. So the best score
Mm,
for a motion picture was given to Ludwig Göransson for Oppenheimer.
not really
Um,
shocked.
which, yeah, I mean, the music for that was stunning. And also, no offense to the other films, and I do not mean to diminish his talent whatsoever. I feel like Oppenheimer, the way it was set up with such big stakes, give
Mm,
you a lot of room to have fun with a big, powerful musical
oh
score.
yeah. Oh yeah. It was because it was such a powerful story. Essentially, that was being told. There was so many moments where he could build these huge scores up, and it was like, yeah,
Yeah. Um, actor in comedy or musical. The categories at the Golden Globes are crazy to me. So they have actor and
yeah, they don't
actress, of
mix.
course, for everything,
Hmm.
but it's drama
Yeah,
and then comedy or musical and nothing else.
yeah, which is weird.
So it seems like it's actually drama and other.
Yep.
Because based on what I've been told, The Bear isn't a comedy and it's
No,
definitely not a musical.
no.
So there's some interesting stuff there.
We'll get to
Um,
that.
the actor and actress for comedy and musical, Paul Giamatti, won Best Actor in a Comedy or Musical for The Holdovers. And Emma Stone won Best Actress in a Comedy or Musical for The Poor Things.
Yes.
I've not seen either of them.
No.
Maybe I will go and watch them now. Who knows? We have a lot of stuff we normally have to watch, so unfortunately we end up so missing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, actor and actress in drama. Killian Murphy was the best actor in a drama for Oppenheimer.
Not
I don't
shocked.
think that's a massive surprise, and I
No.
doubt it is going to be his only award of the award season.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
was absolutely stunning in Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
um, but he will always be Scarecrow to me. Um, Lily Gladstone won Best Actress in a Drama for Killers of the Flower Moon, which I believe is Martin Scorsese's recent film.
Yeah.
Um, with Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio as also set in what's the time called? It's like the West, isn't it? With the Native Americans and
Yeah.
settlers mingling. And I've not seen it. I've heard interesting things about it. Maybe I'll get around to watching it at some point.
Yeah. I'm into him.
Supporting actor, and again, this is a funny one. Supporting actor and actress is just full stop.
Yeah.
There's not one for drama or comedy here. It's just that's it. Um, so best supporting actor was Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer.
Hmm.
Again, I won't be surprised if that's not his only scalp of this award season, because once again he was really, really good in Oppenheimer. And Davine Joy Randolph won Best Supporting Actress for The Holdovers.
Yeah, the holdovers did well.
It did.
I will say with the RDJ one, I think he did in his speech on that, he mentioned it was something like his agent had told him he needed to take a pay cut down to a third. And he was
Okay.
like, this film made X amount, which essentially was still in the millions he made off Oppenheimer. But compared to Endgame, which was obviously the last thing he did for MCU, which made him millions,
Millions.
he was like, yeah, I took a third. I took the pay cut that my agent wanted. And he made like a bit of a joke about it.
Best drama film goes to Oppenheimer, which again I don't think is a massive surprise.
No, it wasn't.
Um, Best musical or comedy film, Poor Things. So Poor Things and Holdovers have been battling in a lot of these musical and comedy film categories.
Mm-hmm.
Best animated feature, The
Yes.
Boy and the Heron.
Which
Now I've
I've
not seen this.
no, I
This is
haven't. I've been
Studio
meaning to.
Ghibli.
Yes, Studio Ghibli's latest, and I think his like Ghibli himself. I think it's his last. It might
Okay,
be.
see, I heard that this was going to be his last, and then he made it and was like, I got one more in me.
So here's my understanding is, he's not allowed back in the office because he won't go away, sort of thing. Like they want him to retire, but he's like, no, I have another idea. I want to do another. Is my understanding. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's apparently the last, but I don't think he wants it to be the last. Apparently, it's been very well received, and is something I have been meaning to go see.
So maybe this is a hot take, maybe it isn't. I haven't seen the film. I know it is very, very popular.
Hmm.
Is this potentially a snub for Across the Spider-Verse?
Ooh, was it nominated?
It was nominated.
Okay, it was nominated. It's tough because Across the Spider-Verse, yes, very incredible. Studio Ghibli animated films, though, are very well done.
Could this be one of them things potentially? Which I know sounds crazy because animated films in general are always kind of looked over, where there is a like, you know, when we talk about the Oscars, you've got Oscar films and then you've got films that aren't Oscar films. Like Oppenheimer is an Oscar-winning film.
Yeah.
It might not have won any yet, but it's the kind of film you look at and you go, that's going to win awards. Whereas no matter how good a superhero film is, you're like, it's not going to win any awards, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There was jokes about Angela Bassett even being nominated for an Oscar while in a Marvel film, and how insane that was that she even got nominated, let alone anything else.
I think it's I think there's a bit of that because it's Studio Ghibli. There will be a bit of a precedent of like, oh, and it being the last, supposedly. Maybe that helped bolster its chances. But yeah, it's one of those areas, I think.
Okay. Best director, Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer.
Not shocked at all.
Not a surprise, really, is it?
No.
And then drama TV went to Succession, which I've heard lots of good things about.
I don't know anything.
It had its last season today, as far as I understand it. Now, my understanding comes from a Family Guy skit.
Okay.
Dad of big major conglomerate is getting ready to retire.
Right.
All of his children are competing to be the one who takes over the company.
Got you.
Rich people backstabbery bullshit ensues.
Yeah.
It was like 5-6 seasons, I think, and it had its last season this year.
Right.
It has lots of very, very famous actors in it. Apparently, it is really, really good. It is on my list to get around to watch at some point. But that is my general understanding of the concept. The best musical or comedy TV show, The Bear. Now, from my understanding, based on what I've seen of it, the TikToks I've seen of it, and the way you've spoken about it, that The Bear is Lip from Shameless if he became a chef and started shouting and swearing at people. I don't know where the funny part is.
So here's my 2 points on it. The Bear very much deserves all the recognition it's got, and by far deserves awards. Like, it is a incredible show. Would I have put it under a category of musical or comedy TV? No. I'm sure there is actual musical and comedy TV that deserves that award more than The Bear. But as we're seeing, it seems like the Golden Globes just has that as the title for other. Though I see a world where The Bear is classed as a drama, but not. It's such a weird
Shall I see
genre
what
of
Google
show.
tries to tell me its genre is?
Yeah, because here's the thing. It's like,
it says The Bear is a drama. It doesn't even have a slash comedy. It just says
okay,
drama.
yeah, no, it's not. Like, because it's about a chef, so there's a lot of cooking focus on it. I wonder if that's why they're like, we don't know where to put this. Or
it's a thing.
They were like, well, Succession's done its last season. It's getting an award because, like, final season and all that. We also want The Bear to have an award. Who knows if that's why that happened? So I understand people being like, it's not a comedy. Why is it won no comedy thing? Valid. Does The Bear deserve an award, though? Yes. Incredible show.
It's just one of them ones where you're like, this is what happens when you have like 2 categories, just drama and then musical or comedy. Where's our action genre?
The funny thing is, it's like, obviously, like I said, I went on TikTok the next morning. I'm like saying, oh, The Bear won things. I forget the actor's name, the younger coloured lad, he did their speech. And something I thought he was very good. He was like, I've got nominated out of everyone to be the one to do the speech. And he thanks all the writers and stuff. And then he actually takes the time to thank the chefs in the food world for being so open to them. Because he's like, we're just playing these parts and showcasing what your lives actually are and doing our best to show that in a good TV way. But it was like, I thought that was very good of him. But I'm like, I presumed, okay, they won some TV show award. Then I saw like a bit further on, I'm like, they won a comedy TV? And I'm like, huh? This seems weird. But okay, sure.
So have you also been enjoying the new Calvin Klein advert, Mr. Bear Enjoyer?
I've seen the like TikToks of people's wives being like, suddenly discovering who this guy is. And it's like they're discovering him because of Calvin Klein. And then I saw one, it was like some guy reacting like, just wait till they find out he's 5'6", then they won't be interested. And some girl replies, well, when you look like that, 5'6" looks like 6'5". So
it was really funny. They showed the pictures from it to one of his co-stars on like the red carpet.
Oh yeah, I've seen that clip.
And she was just like, this is a work function. We do not need to see that.
The thing is, they will have all seen the advert and probably teased him for it or something. And it's just like, why? Just, like, leave our boy alone.
Yeah, it's so funny to me though, because to me he's Lip from Shameless.
Yeah, I get that.
Which is just really, really funny because I can see how he does in that show, but seeing him become like this weird like girls gushing over him when he was like a little rat boy.
Yeah, I get you.
Like he's always been a handsome enough dude, but he was like from like
he's that rough and ready handsome.
Family. Yeah, yeah, it's funny.